What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So for today, I have none other than Blue Oud by Ibraheem Al Qurashi. So this is a new full bottle, 100 ml for me. So for those of you that don't know, this is a house from Saudi. And what I'll be doing is I'll be going over the musing and the notes off of the website, followed by an unboxing. Then I will go over a perfume experience with you guys. So, Blue Oud by Ibraheem Al Qurashi, which is part of Al Wafia collection. Silence descended before the tones began to dance. The notes of the oud began with boldness and stability, and the lily entered with delicate blue notes, with a fragrant aroma and a breathtaking freshness. The place calms down, and the mystery dissolves with a charming piece of patchouli, and the scent of luxurious leather permeates, and suddenly the notes meet on one tone, mixed with amber and tobacco, to reveal a wonderful fragrance with a perfect blend. The aromatic notes, in the top notes, there's blue lilies and oud. In the heart notes, it's patchouli and leather. And in the base notes, it's tobacco and amber. All right, so this is what the box looks like. And Middle Eastern perfumes are the only ones I know that come with a production date and expiry date. So this is produced in March 2024 and expires in March 2027. I actually would like to see more of this happening with French perfumery because I've already have one Frederic Malle 100 ml bottle that went bad, and I've only had it for a couple of years. But I wouldn't be able to tell the production date because it hasn't been printed on. So once I take the sleeve off, so there was a sleeve on top of this, this is what the front of the box looks like, the back, and then basically I open it and we have the bottle here. This gorgeous bottle, actually. I like the bottle a lot, sitting in this. And then I'll just take it out. And here we go. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus perfect. So, yeah, beautiful, beautiful bottle. Has an emblem on the top here. Just blue oud at the front, bottom. Got some weight to it, but not too much. And the inside of the cap, not very weighty, but overall really good. Okay, so let's give this a test. Very, very generous sprayer. Oh my god, that is way more than I needed. All right. Again, fantastic. So, first of all, let me preface by saying this. This is extremely well blended, but you can pick on the notes independently also. But the one thing that really stands out is how truly Middle Eastern, and particularly Gulf Arab world perfume DNA it has. Like, you smell this and you're straight away gonna think GCC countries, okay? It definitely has an oud in here. The oud, it's not animalic, but it most certainly feels like it has like animalic tones to it that they try to subdue. I definitely pick on an Indian oud here, but the interesting thing is that it's not offensive. Like, there's a slight hint of offensiveness, but it's so subdued that you can't tell yourself if it's offensive or not. It's a really classy scent. It's very, very elegant. One of the things I like a lot about this scent is the lily used in it. It is such a natural smelling lily, and is so close to the real thing. So the other thing that's really impeccable about this is the leather note in here. The leather note in here is such a luxurious leather note. Wow. Okay. So let's be very straightforward here in terms of the notes. Yes, it does have blue lilies. Yes, it does have oud. Yes, it does have patchouli. It does have leather, and most certainly it does have tobacco and amber. But it's not an overly ambery scent. It's just a hint of amber in there to give it a bit of warmth. For the most part, it's the blue lilies, oud, and leather that really stand out for me. What's really interesting is how quickly my skin is eating it up and how difficult it is for me to smell it. My nose is going blind to it. But when I had sprayed it a couple of days ago on my t-shirt, it's actually much easier to pick on the notes wearing it on a t-shirt versus on my skin. But God, those blue lily notes are so, so nice in this. For me, it's definitely the highlight of this perfume. See, I'm struggling a bit now with smelling it. My nose is completely going blind to it on my skin. But that wasn't the case when I had it on a t-shirt. All right, so let's get into some info on this for you guys. So performance-wise, this is advertised as beast mode. Now, this became hyped up about a year, perhaps 2 years ago, when a channel called Exotic Scents, with a perfume reviewer from India, which for the life of me I don't recollect his name, posted about it. To the best of my knowledge, he's the one that popularized it. And the thing about this that it's known for, and even from his reviews, that it's beast mode. It's really strong. Now, I don't know if it's the formulation I have here. Is, God, this blue lily. Wow. I really, really love the blue lily in here. And it's not like an overly floral scent. It smells more like a very clean, yeah, it's a very clean scent. Okay, I digress. So the performance on this, based on that review, as well as everyone online says that it's beast mode. Honestly, I'll go as far as saying it's a strong. Maybe they changed the formulation because the one I have is from earlier this year, as I mentioned, by the production date being March 2024. But for me, this is strong at the most. It is not beast mode compared to some of the other perfumes I have, like Ajmal 2 or Frederic Malle Moon or The Night. I wouldn't say this is beast mode. I'll go ahead and say it's strong. My skin is really eating it up, and I'm going a bit nose blind to it. I have to get closer to my skin to smell it. Bit of a different story on the t-shirt, as I mentioned. So performance wise, I'll go ahead and say that projection, trail, and sillage for this is medium to strong, depending on your skin chemistry. Now I am getting a bit of wafts of it now as it's starting to react with my skin more, but it's seeping in and out, which is why I'm hesitant to give it full strong. I'm more comfortable saying medium to strong. And they're just that blue lily smell. Wow. The blue lily notes and the leather in here are just gorgeous. Okay, so medium to strong. I'm not gonna go ahead and say beast mode. I disagree with beast mode description of it, and this is gonna be across projection, trail, and sillage. Now, with respect to seasonality, this is most certainly better suited for cold weather just because of everything in it, from the oud to the patchouli to the leather to the amber to the tobacco. So this will excel in fall and winter over summer and spring wear. With respect to time of day, I'll go ahead and say that this is suited for wear across the whole day. The oud in here isn't overpowering, neither is the tobacco or the leather. It's just such a well-balanced scent. The lily in here makes it such a clean smelling scent, and it's what's predominant, with the oud there just giving it that slightly animalic facet that's really difficult to detect unless you know oud and you're really paying attention to it. It accentuates that blue lily and really makes it open up. So I find that here the ouds as well as everything else are just playing a supportive role to the blue lily. This is not necessarily an oud centric scent. For me, it stands out as a blue lily scent with the oud playing a supporting role. It's so good. Okay, so you can wear this in the morning and you don't have to be worried or scared about it. You can wear it in the afternoon and in the evening. It's not offensive whatsoever. It's not overly warm either. It's just very well balanced, and it does have a very clean scent profile to it. All right. Now, with respect how you would dress this. This one, you can actually dress it formal or semi-formal and you'll get away with it, just because the scent the scent plays to the formal from the oud, patchouli, leather, and tobacco side of things, but then that blue lily in there gives it a bit of that softness, that casualness to it, also while being rather formal in a very weird way. It gives it that softness, so you can get away with formal or semi-formal with this dress wear wise. Now, with respect to gender spectrum, this one's very interesting. It has a lot of notes in it that are typically associated with masculine perfumes, like the leather, the oud, the tobacco, and the patchouli. But this is actually a unisex scent. It will play so well for both men and women. It's such a well-balanced scent profile. And 1 minute you think it's masculine, the other is feminine, but it sits somewhere in the middle. So it's the perfect unisex scent. Ladies, if you want to wear this, feel comfortable to wear it. And for the fellas out there, this isn't a feminine scent at all. The blue lily in here is not feminine by any stretch of the imagination. It's a very well-balanced scent, so you will still come off as masculine if you put this on. So a very unisex scent. Now, what kind of context would you wear this in? You put this on, you most certainly unmistakably gonna smell like somebody who is from the GCC, okay? Make no mistakes about this. So obviously, if you're Middle Eastern and you're from the GCC and you like oud-based scents, you're gonna love wearing this. But for everyone else out there that wants to venture into this world, context-wise to wear this, listen, this is a high-end scent. It has a refinement and elegance to it. It does have an element of luxury to it. I wouldn't say it's very regal or opulent like, let's say, Ajmal 2, but it is up there in terms of luxury and sophistication, okay? Edging on that territory. Would I recommend this for office wear? No. I wouldn't wear this to an office just because it's so exotic that it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. So this is better suited for evenings that you're going somewhere that's sophisticated and you're about to enjoy yourself. Okay, so you could be going to a fine dining restaurant. You could be going to a high-end shopping mall. In Canada here, we have stores like Harry Rosen, Holt Renfrew for the men. So it would be a perfect scent to wear if you're going shopping there. You can wear this scent out to a cocktail lounge, okay? You can wear this scent out to a high-end cafe. But in terms of, let's say, for a date, I wouldn't wear this for a date, even though it has this clean facet to it. Most women just like simple perfumes, and this is so sophisticated that it can be off-putting to your date. Okay, and I'm speaking here from the male perspective. So I wouldn't recommend it for date. I wouldn't recommend it for a work setting. Definitely not a clubbing scent. This has this cleanliness, sophistication, air of luxury to it, and to a certain extent, air of seriousness. Especially if you're a younger guy too, unless you have an appreciation for Middle Eastern niche perfumeries, I wouldn't really recommend this for you either. So certainly not for clubbing. This is for somebody that really appreciates Middle Eastern perfumery, niche perfumery, oud-centric perfumery, wants something that is oud-centric and familiar yet different. This is familiar but very different at the same time. And it's just so, so nice. So yeah, these are the context I can think of. If you're hanging with your buddies, playing PS5, going out shooting pool, or doing something that's enjoyable to you and possibly in a sophisticated setting also, or casual, semi-casual, right? But it's your scent. It's one of those scents that you're gonna wear on because you appreciate the oud. You don't really care about other people's opinions, and you just value the craftsmanship and the artistry that goes into Middle Eastern perfumery. But this definitely isn't a scent for those of you that are seeking attention, or, I mean, you will get attention, but not necessarily the attention you're looking for. Like, it's not gonna be one of those scents where people are gonna be like, oh my God, what is this? And they give you compliments on it. This has more of a subdued air of dominance to it. So it's which is very typical with Middle Eastern perfumery. It's more of a, I'm here, I'm taking space, this is my territory. It has this power, very subdued power to it. So it's definitely one of those scents that you have to be confident to wear. You have to be comfortable in your own skin, and you have to be somebody that basically has it all together. Okay, I think I'm going in circles here. So would I recommend Blue Oud by Ibraheem Al Qurashi? 100% yes. Get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, pop it. You will not regret it. I will say a couple of caveats here though, just to be aware. Personally, I don't think this is as strong or as beast mode as everybody thinks it is. Granted, this is coming from someone who has beast mode perfumes and someone whose nose is adjusted to artisanal perfumes with a very high concentration of ouds and oils. I give this out, relatively speaking, as advice, okay? So smell it first before you commit to it. You can buy samples online, which is great. But even if you don't buy samples and get this, it's relatively cheap to buy, actually. For what you're getting here, price to value is insane. And right now I know that in the Middle East, they have almost 50% discounts off. Now, if you do buy from online stores that basically based in Canada, Australia, or the US. The way it works is they have arrangements with suppliers in places like Dubai or Kuwait, and basically they ship it to you overnight using FedEx. You pay double the price, which honestly, personally in my case, which is what I did here, I got this from Dubai. I was happy to do that. So I paid double the price with the 50% discount. So basically full retail price, which is still relatively cheap. And it was shipped overnight, fully cellophaned, everything. And I trust the source I got it from. So it was a really, really good deal. The alternative, because they don't sell this outside of the GCC, the alternative would have been to book a ticket to Dubai, which is like $3,000 at least for round trip flights, and God knows how much the hotels cost just to get a perfume that cost me like $100 or less. So value for like dollar what you get, this is insane. Okay. So even if you were just to buy a full 100 ml bottle like I did, so I blind bought this just because of how good the reviews were, you wouldn't really regret it. I will say though, a lot of people online blow it out of proportion. It is a great perfume. It's a really, really nice scent, but I think it's a bit overhyped for what it is. So just be careful around that, okay? It's gorgeous scent. I'm not taking away from it. I love it and it's great, but it is overhyped in my humble opinion, okay? So like I said, don't worry about it. If you want to blind buy it and you like the notes I've mentioned and you're into it, go ahead and do that. Fantastic, gorgeous scent. I'm actually really happy with it. And I've bought a second backup bottle that should be coming over the next couple of days. But yeah, definitely blind buy worthy if you're an oud lover that appreciates Middle Eastern perfumery and DNA. All right. Right, you guys. So I'm going to wrap it up here. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.